Before I get started, if you are trying to find you're like, wow, where are you, Santa? I know it's kind of hard to find me if you're so used to finding me on YouTube. Remember, I am suspended on YouTube until, well, they're saying tomorrow, but I'm saying on the safe side Friday. So I'll have my post up on Friday, and I'll have a couple of announcements then. But yesterday I had 2 videos. I did want to share this video right here. This video, the Q post confirms Jasara, is a really, really powerful post about what Q had posted. And it really is something we could all really dance about. Remember our warrior friend from Twitter, Bill? He's also my buddy. He's even dancing. Sandy C is making some memes for him. So he's even dancing with POTUS. Yeah, go POTUS. Go Billy. Yeah, they were very excited. And then we get more comms. Now, yesterday there was a horrible accident that happened with Tiger Woods. A lot of different kind of reports were coming out. Some people are asking, was he good? Was he bad? I am just going to go by some findings here. President Trump, remember, and he did say to Tiger Woods that get well soon. Tiger Woods did get in a car accident yesterday, and he has injured both of his legs. My gosh, I mean, that his profession is just condition, so we need to keep praying for him, please. But there's been I did a little bit of decoding on some of this here, guys. So it was Tiger Woods, US Marshal, and DOD tweets. Wow, there were their comms, and then some updates on Cuomo. First, I want to also start with resignations. There's a ton of resignations going on. If you go to resignation.info, it gives you the latest resignations that are going on. This one's new here. The chairman of Suzuki Corp. Okay, so the board, remember Q posted resignation, suicide weekends, right? All of these different things. The board member for the Electric Reliable Council of Texas, quote unquote, resigned. Texas, how in the world does that even happen? And they are not prepared. And the governor and the news is not, the stories aren't connecting. It's not connecting, and it's just horrible what's going on. Another board member resigns as well. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 board members. We have the chairman for the Reliability Council of Texas and vice chair, because they have not done their job and they're leaving people. It is a tragic, horrible event what's going on in Texas right now. Texas, of all places. I can understand Antarctica. This is Texas, and they're freezing, and there's no help. And where the heck is Joe Biden? If he was really our president, wouldn't you think he'd be out there doing something about that? No, he's not. I'll just stay on this side here. I just wanted to show you. There's Peter Heiner from the Freehill Mining Limited in Australia that's resigned. Interesting. CEO from Honda resigns. Why are they all resigning, right? You know, how involved were they with all these dirty criminal hobby activities they were doing, right? The prime minister of Georgia, the government of Georgia resigns, guys. This is a prime minister. I mean, we have all these huge elected officials in different countries that are, quote unquote, resigning. Are they all going to their new island destination, right? Guantanamo? Are they? I don't know. Are they? Even somebody from Brexit. Get this. It's a complete Kerry takeover. Dominic Cummings' ally Oliver Lewis quits. All right. So there's like some... You in the UK, you know a lot more than what we're seeing here, the news that we're seeing out here. But I just kind of put some of the headlines in here. Oh, and then this one didn't make it, but this one here, Patrick Gaspard, he just resigned from the Open Society Foundation. Isn't that the George Soros company, right? That didn't make the resignation.info list, so please put that on the list. So the news that did not make the news, all right? News that, of course, this isn't going to make the news. FBI sees congressional cell phone records related to Capitol attack. Guys, if this was leaning towards Trump supporters, you would know every single fake news media out there would be out there. You got them, the Maddos and the Fredos, and you got all of them salivating. Oh my gosh, they got the cell phones. No, this is freaking a lot of them out. Who did some of these Congress people call, right? Who were some of the people that were connected to all of that? Capitol riot. Again, the truth about Capitol Hill, about what happened on that day, is getting out there. Then we have this. A little bit more about Andrew Cuomo, who's not only under investigation for what he did with the nursing home scandal, but he's now accused of sexual harassment. How many more other women will come out, right? This one here, and some people say, well, Santa, how come they don't come out earlier? Sometimes it's because they have to prepare their case in order to come out. You're fighting against this dirty guy right here. You got to prepare a case in order to lead up to that. It's not something that you say, hey, I'm going to go and blow the whistle, and then the victim's life is ruined forever, right? So that's why it does wait. It does take time. So let's go into Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods had his horrible accident yesterday, guys. It was awful. And it was so sudden, too. And there was even a tweet by a guy that says, just don't ride in an SUV with Tiger Woods. And it was the next day or a few hours later, he gets in an accident. How weird was that, right? The President Trump had two of his friends leave within 7 days of each other, guys, all right? Rush Limbaugh and Tiger Woods. How odd is that, right? Both are good friends. Now, I'm going to just leave at this. Had two of his friends leave their professions. Now, Tiger Woods, he may very well come back, but he is undergoing surgery right now. Rush Limbaugh, no longer going to be reporting because he had been reported as having to have passed away. Now, both are very good friends of President Trump. Both received the Honorable Medal of Freedom, all right? Why did they both end their careers at this time? Now, is Rush Limbaugh in a safe place or a better place? Okay, I don't know. That I don't know. And is Tiger Woods now being protected, right? What did they know? And who did they know about what? And the media stories, they're about Tiger Woods, they're not adding up. They're giving different kinds of stories. They're kind of scrambling. To me, it's not making sense. Some friends are trying to send me some information, and I'm just going to go and tie it all into like Q posts if I could. All right. So I took I did a little numerology on Tiger Woods. What I did is I just added each letter of his name, and it came out to 135. Q135 posts about Rothschild-owned and controlled banks. Now, this is what I really want to thank you, Susie Odom. Susie Odom is somebody on Telegram, and she is really helping me a lot. She is dropping bombs. She's only got it on a private chat, so she's sending me only private information. I'm getting so much help, guys. I'm a little overwhelmed. Our secret Anon putting together the Telegram page to get the news out there. Our angel Anon that communicates with us and gives us like, hey, you enjoying the show, and then just leaves I may not hear from him for another month or two. And then we have Susie, who's dropping a lot of bombs, and there's a few others of you that are dropping bombs as well, and you're leaving your telegrams on private chats. It's like, my gosh, these are bombs. They need to be channeled. You need to set your account as a channel because they're bombs. So I'm only sharing what I can get. But this is again, Rothschild owned and controlled banks is the plan, the White Hat's plan, right? The military plan to send out comms in any way just to kind of keep us informed, just like what President Trump did last year when silver was the time to buy. And then right after, you guys, remember last year? It was like June, July of last year. We were talking about silver. This is when President Trump was still doing some of those briefings, or he was doing speeches. Gosh, I miss him. And he had silver hair. Then the next day he had gold hair. Those were comms. He's indirectly kind of signaling what's going on. You got something like this as well. Another picture. You got before and after. So look at the hair comms, we called it. So is it, again, the second time we're led in this direction, right? Yesterday and then today. Yesterday's video talked about this. Today's video talks about this. Central Bank of Argentina, all the central banks. Done. They're done. Central banks are no longer controlled. Where is the Rothschild? How come David Roth isn't out there spewing his garbage on Twitter, right? I remember when I got blocked by that dweeb. That was such a proud moment. I was very proud. But no, so you've got all of these different countries that have central banks that are owned by the Rothschilds. And where are the Rothschilds, right? We don't hear from them anymore. We don't see them. They're not making news. And they kind of were always a little under the radar. But you just don't see a lot of activity from them anymore because, again, is this all a wrap, what we're going through right now, what we're seeing? Then I did a Rush Limbaugh numerology, again, adding each letter of his name. So Like if you have the letter A, that refers to 1. All right. And the letter B is number 2. All right. Rush Limbaugh numerology came out to 130. Q139. Q139, it posts about the list of Republicans that will not seek re-election. And they have Corker, Dent, Flakey, Jenkins, Johnson, Labrador, Lobiondo, Murphy. And then why is this relevant, right? Why didn't they seek re-election? Where are they? Did they also go to their little island destination as well, right? I mean, I really don't have answers to this, guys. You decide, but I'm just asking questions. I'm kind of throwing this out there to you so you can help us. We can all kind of work as a group, right? And then when you add those together, 135, 139 comes out to 274. This is where it gets really interesting. It posts about the Godfather. All right, Q274. No, I wanted to show you this. Okay, so when you go to Quag, and there's only a few places where you can get Q posts. It looks like this, right? Now I have it so that it's set up with the older Q post first. Then you go up here to the search tab, and this is where Susie was helping me. She's like, hey, Santa, you could do it this way. What you do to find a particular Q post is you hit the # twice, and then you hit the Q post. You put in the Q post and bam, there it is. Susie, that was such a godsend. I cannot tell you how many times I had to go scrolling through all the Q posts to find the one that I was looking for. You are a blessing. Thank you so much. But Godfather 3, be prepared for what you find. This is kind of big. I'll tell you why. Because when I was doing a little bit more digging, oh my gosh, it got a little, again, guys, I was being very unemotional. Whoa. And I was just trying to find, like, okay, get comms on our own. What is it that they're trying to send us? What information are they trying to send to us, right? Medal of Freedom numerology, all right? Kind of interesting. Q122. It's focused on the Democrat Party, KKK, and it ends with Godfather 3, guys. Oh my gosh. Man, Sammy's like freaking out. He's like, woo, what happened? Well, I don't get it, huh? Coincidence? Quickie deaky? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So for those of you that haven't seen The Godfather like me, all right, Godfather 3, I watched the first one. I thought, oh my God, there's a lot of yelling and there's just a lot of ugliness. And I kind of, I have a certain limitation of what I can see. And anyway, so I was reading about this, and you can probably help me out for those of you that have really followed The Godfather. And so I gave you some summary. It did come from Wikipedia, and because, Hollywood and Wikipedia are liberals, so they're all in cahoots, so that information is probably very accurate about what the movie is all about. So there's the movie plot above. But it really boils down to this. There was a Vatican bank deal. There's a fake pope in the whole movie plot. People turning on each other, people cheating on each other. They are making death look like a suicide. The pope dies. Michael, the main character, loses loved ones and dies an old man. So let's correlate that to today. And there's a guy named Fredo, which I thought was interesting. Okay, so Fredo is a nickname for Chris Cuomo, right? Who's Andrew Cuomo's brother, all right? He's the guy that on CNN. Cuomo's in big trouble right now. This is where they're turning on each other. AOC wants a full investigation into Cuomo, right? She's like getting angry. She's getting angry with Biden. She's getting angry with Cuomo. She's getting angry with the world. She's just an angry person. But her anger is now diverting to her own party. The Pope has already left this earth. Many of us already seen videos of that already happen, right? Many people suicided or attempted suicide. So when we see somebody that had passed away, the red scarf syndrome, they were suicided, right? Vatican was raided. Now, again, this is all today. Vatican has been raided more than once. A sovereign city raided. Odd, right? And they've been exposed of their crimes of pedophilia, their sex crimes, their trafficking, their drug trafficking money, their criminal enterprise with just in the financial department is where they found all of that. Then the cartel family, this is kind of new news about El Chapo's wife. She's not getting bail, so she's going to sit in prison until she has her hearing date. So she's the cartel family. That's recent news. She's arrested and in prison. She's been trying to run the El Chapo's cartel while he's been in Colorado prison, right? Crooks are turning on each other, right? You got AOC turning on Cuomo, AOC turning on Biden. Who else? Nobody. And Biden is doing nothing to help the people of the world. No, people of even of America. They're not. He's not helping anybody. Republican Party not seeking re-election is that they want to leave, and they had to leave their lives of freedom. So I'm thinking maybe the Republican Party was that pointed to us because we know that President Trump wants to set up a different party. He would like to send up a Trumplican party, I will call it, and I honestly think that was really eye-opening for us as conservatives, that and patriots and anons that are like, both parties just aren't good, right? We're learning that more and more. You got like people like Mitt Romney. He's like in an own category of his own. Democrats don't like him. Republicans can't stand him. You can't be trusted. He sits in the middle. I wonder if the real Mitt Romney is in Gitmo too. I don't know. I just thought I'd ask. Then we had the U.S. Marshal and the DOD tweets. Now this is the Department of Defense now, and the military. The military still reports to President Trump. You don't see the military around Biden, right? So the DOD tweet on this, they posted yesterday, reaching new heights. Recruits at MCRD_SD climb the ladder as part of the confidence course. It's so interesting that they're posting these posts, right? Look when it was posted at 1 p.m. The DOD COM Q100. It talks about pretty much it's the downfall of London. So we've already got the Rothschild, the central banks they're talking about, the Queen of England, right? How long in power? With power comes corruption. What happened to Diana? What did she find out, guys? This is getting revealed. I'm getting very excited. Who did she entrust to help her flee? What was the cover? Why is it relevant? Why now? Old connection, news, bad actor, London mayor, right? That con dude. Background, affiliation, connection to the Queen. Remember, the monarchy is no more, right? It's ended. What was reported? What really happened? Why is this relevant? Wealth, corruption, secret society, evil Germany, Merkel, migrants. Why are migrants important? Their assets. What are assets? Define assets. Assets, that means they're everything they own, everything they're hiding, all their money. Why are migrants so important? What are assets, right? So they talk about operations, what political leaders worship Satan, spirit cooking. This is all about the whole cabal, the dirty cabal, and getting exposed. And there it says, Snow White, Godfather III, speed. What a coincidence, guys, to find two Q posts that tie in with each other, right? Then we have the U.S. Marshals Com. And this was posted at 10:01 a.m. So this is an anon that he goes by, hang on. He goes by DBCO99FE. You did good, DB. I'm going to say that because somebody had connected 1001 with Q1001, a picture of Epstein Island, right? With the Q post talking about D room H, room R, room C, HRC, right? Connecting that dot of Hillary. And then you've got 22321, 2321, Uber the same day as POTUS alert. So he connected dots to Epstein Island, exposing HRC. I just really like how some of these anons have made it. They connect the dots, classified 1 and 2. He connected that with some things must remain classified to the very end. And NK is not being run by Kim. All right. How big is that? All right, we weren't seeing a lot of the Q posts, and then he says, I'm doing this all by my phone. Pure evil. You did great. Pure evil, direction as we are truly up against pure evil. All right, and that is Q post 29. And then he tied it in with Q post 855, where he's talking about pure evil, hell on earth, HRC victory. Victory didn't happen. She has no victory. She has no victory. So why I'm bringing this up is this, guys. Are they now getting to the point of they're just saying, here's everything, we're laying it all out. You're seeing a lot more of the exposure happening. Oh, and by the way, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to mention this. Our friend Exanon, who got suspended from every platform out there, including Anon Up, and then he made Anon Up admin made nice with Exanon, so he's back up there. He's just now like He has so much information, guys. I sometimes read some of the stuff. It's so huge. He finally put together his own channel. His videos are like at the very most, 8 minutes long, 9 minutes long. So they're very short, condensed, but they gets the truth out. And he tells you what it is. Michael Jackson exposes the Illuminati. How huge that is. All right. We all know Michael Jackson. He's just in a safe place right now. All right. So he has his new channel. It's called The Raw Truth Exposed. I'll make sure to put that at the underneath of my article links where it has video trump cards. I'll put Exanon's link right there. All right. Because he does expose big things, big things. And he's got huge findings. And it just can't be shared in a tweet or a message. It has to be in a video format where he does. And I watched a few of them last night. It's like, holy smokes. Guys, so if you want to really wake up some of your friends that are not awake, those will wake them up. It really will. The way he put it together, too, is really well done. But so we have all of these connections and connecting the dots. And now how it all tied in with Q100 as well. Princess Diana. Nobody really talks about that. There's an elephant in the room. I wanted to talk about Princess Diana ever since she had, quote unquote, passed. What happened to her? Is that truth going to get revealed? Oh my gosh. I mean, you think about it. The time that they recorded or they announced that Princess Diana had passed, now you think about this. When you do an investigation on big names like JFK Jr. and Princess Diana, it doesn't take 2 days or 2 weeks. Usually it's years. And in both of their cases, it was just a few days. And then shortly after she had passed, then Mother Teresa had passed, so that they can go ahead and get you focused on Mother Teresa and not Princess Di. So I just can't wait till this gets revealed. And the next person that's coming out a little bit more is Paul Walker. Gosh, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, all right? I'm glad that other people are posting this. So thank you, Robbie Horan, for posting this. Paul Walker, he was set to come forward exposing the Clinton Foundation's crimes against children in Haiti. And he discovered this through his charity work. And so this is a YouTube video. And if you click here, it will take you to the Telegram post, which takes you to the YouTube video. Oh, thank you very much for all of you getting this news out there. I'm really excited about that. I cannot wait. Really cannot wait. Truly, really can't wait for so much more to be revealed. All of this, why we're going through the missing Trump to finding out that the White House is closed and what's going on at D.C. and not knowing anything. We're not going to know all the operations. We're not going to know a lot of things. And I wanted to share this this message with you. What President Trump said, and this is back in August of 2017, what he said, and then what followed the day after he made this announcement.
We will not talk about numbers of troops or our plans for further military activities. Conditions on the ground, not arbitrary timetables, will guide our strategy from now on. America's enemies must never know our plans or believe they can wait us out. I will not say when we are going to attack, but attack we will.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Man, you are Trump-tastic. I love you. You didn't ever share your operations. And the Q post we had yesterday from both of the videos, we were talking about how the operations he has, the classified operations, he has to keep it that way, right? So we know lots of things happen. He just has to, comms are just being sent to us in different forms, and we just have to go ahead and connect those dots. So I'm going to close with this. Remember, anything we go through in life, and if we have enemies, which we do, we have a lot of enemies, right? If it brings us closer to God, and he's the one that we just build this beautiful relationship with, and then by the time your family member or loved ones wake up, they'll come to you, and you will be that much more stronger in God and your relationship with God. It'll be so beautiful. But God's plan is always the best. I asked, why are you taking me through troubled waters? And God's reply is, because your enemies can't swim. His answers are the best. God bless you all today, but God bless you all. Have a very beautiful, beautiful day, and I will have a broadcast tomorrow. Aloha.